Hello guys, we are playing Assassin's Creed Blackflag. We'll be doing some benchmark tests for Assassin's Creed Blackflag on ROG Ally, and we'll be getting the best settings to play this game at 60 FPS at the highest possible graphics for this game. So yeah, right now we are at 1080p resolution, high settings, not the highest one. I'll just change the settings to the highest one and see how it performs. So right now we are probably getting about 60 FPS, 58, 56, 60.
Let's go now! Douse the flames! Get in there, you mongrel!
Is it dangerous? Edward? Privateering, is it dangerous?
Wouldn't pay so nice if it weren't.
Or why not sail with the King's Navy? Earn a proper wage, sail under gentlemen.
Sod of the Navy's gentlemen. For every shilling I'd earn, the captain gets 600.
So
That's no way to earn
we
a fortune.
did
You don't
Assassin's
need a
Creed
fortune.
Syndicate benchmark yesterday. First of
not
all,
about
thank you
need,
so much
Caroline.
for your support on that
I want
video.
food that don't make me
We've got
sick.
like more than 500
I want
views
walls
in
that
just
hold
a
back the
single
wind.
day.
I want a
So
decent life.
today we're gonna do benchmarks on
How long would you be gone with these
Assassin's
privateers?
Creed Blackflag. So right now we are
A
at
year, I
1080p
reckon.
resolution, high settings,
Two at the most.
at 30 watt TDP. I'm not able to skip this cutscene, so we'll just wait
All right,
until we can
no
skip
more than
this
2.
and
Promise me.
do some graphic settings. So okay, so right now we are on 1080p resolution, 60 hertz. So I'll just push every graphic settings to the max and see how far we can go in terms of FPS at the highest settings and what will be the best settings for this game. So I'll do it very high. It is the max. So yeah, we are at the highest settings and currently we are at 30 watt TDP. So yeah, we are just at somewhere between 13 and 15 FPS. So I would say these settings are not proper for the ROG Ally. We cannot run this game at everything maxed up on this device. So I'll just go and change the display resolution to 720p and see how it performs. And oh wow. So when you get the resolution scaled down to the 720p, you actually can run this game at 25 FPS when you are plugged in. I'll go and change the TDP to the 15 watt and we'll see. So at 15 watt TDP we
Come
are
on,
actually
mate.
getting
We're off to a bad start.
same 20 plus FPS, somewhere around 25 FPS on RGLE when we are at 15 watt TDP. Now I'll just plug it out and okay, so now we are at 25 watt TDP. At 25 watt TDP profile, we are actually having the same performance, not the much difference here.
It's 100 leagues or more to
So
Havana.
I'll just
Will
plug
you
it
walk that
back
distance?
in and again change it back to 30 watt TDP, and now we are going back to the graphics. Is RSR turned on? Okay, we are back at the 1080p one, and so now we'll just go with the high settings. Yeah, so it runs at 60, at least 58 FPS, so probably very much near to the 60 FPS on the high settings at the 720p resolution. Now we just gonna do, okay, let me, before we switch to lower resolution, let us change at 720p 1080p resolution, 15 watt TDP. At 15 watt TDP, same, we are running it well above 50 FPS. Now we're gonna change it to 1080p and see how it runs. So high settings, 30 watt TDP and 1080p resolution will get you well above 30 FPS on this game. Now we're just gonna switch it to the 15 watt TDP and 1080p 15 watt TDP will get you somewhere around 29-30 FPS. So same, you can play this game at high setting 1080p at 30 FPS at even 15 watt TDP too. So now we'll just go and change the graphic settings to the medium. So now we are at medium settings, 1080p resolution, 30 watt TDP. We are getting well above 40 FPS. Now we are changing it to the 15 watt TDP. So 1080p resolution, medium settings, 15 watt TDP will get you 30 FPS, above 30 FPS. Now we'll just go and reduce the resolution to the 720p and see how it performs. I did scale 720p to the 1080p via RSR, so definitely looks good. We are at 15 watt TDP, so medium settings, 15 watt TDP, 720p would be getting you 30 fps. Let's just get it back to the 30 fps, 34 TDP, and to see again not much difference. Now we just go with the lowest possible settings at 1080p resolution. And we are able to run this game at 60 fps at 30 watt TDP, and now we are at 15 watt TDP, everything set to the lowest 1080p resolution, and still we are running this game at 60 fps. So now we just gonna go to the graphics, go to the restore to default. So when you restore to the default, you are actually at 720p resolution. Everything is set to high, and you can actually get around 60 fps. So this game does perform very good when you are at playing at high graphics power plugged in mode. So now I'll just switch my performance mode to the turbo mode and see what's the difference. Not much difference. This game is locked at 60 fps inherently, so actually here we have to go. So yeah, that was our benchmark. Assassin's Creed Blackflag, you can play definitely at 60 fps on ROG Ally at default settings, which is high. You can play at 60 fps at high settings on both 15 watt and 30 watt power mode at 720p resolution. If you are playing this game on 1080p resolution, you will be losing bit of frame rates, not much, but you can still play this game at default setting, which are high, at well above 50 fps on ROG Ally. If you are playing it at lowest settings, you will be getting still 60 fps, not much difference. Playable at 60 fps on both 1080p and 720p resolution, at 60 fps on lowest settings at both power profiles, 15 watt and 30 watt TDP. So I would recommend playing this game at default settings, because default settings are quite nice. You don't need to care much about settings, because this game looks really beautiful on this machine. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Blackflag is definitely playable at 60 fps on ROG Ally. So see you soon in my next video.